you have reached MBT Sky on her daily read channel. I am quite a little bit late today. So anyway, today we are talking about, we're still in the second month. So we're still talking about moon energy. And the high frequency today is master number 11 and 2. I'm going to bring the birthdays out today just in case I want to use them. I don't know. Right? And then after that, we have the overall energy for Pisces, which is in Mars. So, speaking of the moon associated with Cancer, family, stuff like that, for the month today, but not only limited to that, the emotional aspects, right? And then Pisces in its fire energy. So, finding a balance between the first house and Pisces is nice, right? Keeping the waters, there might be a little bit of static and confusion, especially when you're dealing with Mars. It's very controlling and very warish kind of energy, right? Now, Pisces has the ability to put the fire out if this is coming through in a negative vibration. But when there is this kind of balanced mix of the waters and the fires, you get this mist again, and you get this little bit of confusion, and things that may not be clear for some Pisces today, depending on how they're moving in their Mars energy. So that's probably why the 11 and 2 was up today, saying, stay intuitive, stay in your high frequency, stay tapped in. So let's see what the moon is talking about. If you want to see the futures numerology report, I'll post them separate. I haven't posted one today, but I will eventually. And so what flies out at us? Is this one card or two cards? Okay, so prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. And does that not make I'm going to put the moon there, but does that not make sense? First and foremost, the new moon in Taurus, when you're dealing with Taurus, you're talking about money, finances, possessions, regardless. So you're talking about the second house. And, Taurus is a very bullheaded, very stubborn, but they are good energies to be in when it comes to money and finances and valuable things. That's just their thing, right? And that's a nice little earth energy. So people, Pisces today, if you're not really aware, focus on your second house. Make sure you getting some control and authority over there. There's nothing wrong with that. First house, keep that in order today. So let's see what this first house is talking about. Doubt. So it says I release the need to know all the answers. All right, so Pisces, when Pisces getting their emotions and there's a little bit of confusion and things are not clear, it's very possible to have an energy that feels like, the over-aggressive ones that may have a dominance of Mars active in their chart. You may feel like, there may be doubt because things are not very clear, and that may put Pisces in a very controlling kind of vibration, or a little aggressive or warish, or seeming a little bit controlling. So what's going on in the high frequency of the 11 and the 2? Most people do not break down the master number. Sometimes I do. This is just a highly spiritual number, and it's calling to stay in this frequency, and there's nothing wrong with that today. Alrighty, so let's see what comes down. Strength. Alright, I don't read reversals. I'm sick of them right now. Alright, if it's going to tell a story, it's going to tell a story. So there's a lot of fire energy up here. This is all fire energy. Alright, there's choices that have to be made here. This is a Leo energy. So, if there are some Pisces, you have Leo nice and dominant. A little bit of Aries. Who else? Sagittarius energy. You have fire. You got a lot of fire in there. This is why you're going to stay high in your frequency. First and foremost, you're going to stay high in your frequency because there may be things that's coming about today that require you to deal with them a little bit more gently than you usually would when you're in this aggressive energy, Pisces. Outside of that, you may have choices, and those choices may require you to use your intuition. Are you dealing with a weakness? Are you doing this out of irresponsibility, out of neglect? What is the choice? Are you just relieving burden and stress? So there may be some choices, and that may require you to have to make some choices, and they may be you may be in a position where you do not have all of the answers today, and that's okay. And there may be doubt because it may be a little bit of confusion around the situation. Now the thing that's interesting is that the sun, which rules Leo, comes down in a medium frequency. So let's see what that's discussing. All right, and so who comes out? The sun. So this is obviously important, and so far going through the frequencies, we have major arcanas. So there's things that need to be looked at in a clear manner, but also in a medium frequency, this is about balancing out and staying in your happy, highest energy of bliss for the day. And it's hard to do when there is doubt. So in this medium frequency, we talk about sun. It's also talk about being creative. It's talking about, passion and romance and children and things of that nature, things that need to be made clear. And so you have this Four of Swords. It wants to come out in reverse. I'm not in the mood for reversals today. And so we got air energy, and then we have the Chariot energy that also comes out in reverse, but this is going to tell the story regardless, because here we have this Four of Swords, and we also have this Ten of Wands sitting up there. So we understand that there has to be a balancing out that takes place, but also a time for rest and retreat and chill. Also, in this medium frequency, somebody may not be feeling very well, and this may be so-called clear. This is coming through in the Chariot, and when you're dealing with the Chariot energy, you're dealing with Cancer signs that may feel overwhelmed, and some need rest and need to relax. And this is clear in the medium frequency. The most important part is staying in this high frequency, and it's interesting that this high frequency comes up as Leo and all of this fire energy. But this could be a Pisces moving through these different energies right now of Leo also, and very heavy in that energy, right? Also in their Cancer element, which is talking about home, family, things of that nature, right? So in this bottom frequency is about moving forward, letting go of emotional situations. In this lower frequency, this is an inability to do so, and so therefore you may not get the full clarity and happiness that comes with the sun, and you may not get the full control. Tap into your higher frequency so that you are not holding on to things and refusing to move on from certain things that you choose to move on from. So you have this Page of Wands, this is fire energy right here, and this could also be talking about a child, but this is just young energy, young happy energy. And in the lower frequencies, this is non-movement, non-creativity. The pureness is not necessarily there. And if you notice, the sword here is over the head. So in the medium frequency, Pisces, with this warish kind of energy, this Mars kind of energy backing them, be careful about how you use your sword when you are dealing with the lower, because if you're using it to stop or prevent somebody's creativity or new endeavors that may come in, you may find yourself having to make these same deal with these type of choices. And if you pay attention, we got the heart, the stomach, and the base kind of chakra being pointed at also, while the person is laying there resting, passionately resting at the end of the day. Very passionate, but very protected or safe, protected energy, or needs to be protected energy. But there's choices that just simply have to be made here, right? So let me see what else is going on here in this lower frequency. And this is change, right? When you're in the lower frequency, you're dealing with the 9, you're dealing with the Pluto, you're dealing with the Scorpio. This is change. So there may be drastic changes when it comes to traveling, when it comes to letting things go, when it comes to moving forward, when it comes to new opportunities and creative endeavors. And then you have this Knight of Cups over here, which is drastic change in how you deal with your emotions and love and messages that come through in reference to love. And the thing that's very interesting, or in reference to the emotions at the end of the day, is that the Knight is riding off into this area of doubt over here, going towards the area of doubt. So some people may be emotionally in doubt and have a hard time making choices and are overwhelmed because of that today, Pisces. So kind of pay attention to that. Also, with this Page of Wands, don't be manipulative, Pisces. It's not nice. If one needs to rest and retreat to get themselves together so they can make the correct choice to choose their path, let that be. And if that is you, Pisces, then please do that. Rest, relax, retreat, and do that. Pay attention to Pisces. Pisces, if you have a little Cancer dominant in your chart, pay attention. If you have Leo dominant in your chart, pay attention today. Also, in the lower frequency, the inability. If you feel like there's things that need to move, that you need to move on from, and you feel like you're being pulled back and stagnated into it, get into the higher frequency of the sun so that you can see things clearly, so that you could deal with things in a manner that makes sense without fear. and without worry, and knowing that things that come before you, they can be dealt with in a stern and strong manner, but with a whole lot of love and tenderness, so that you can become balanced with both this fire energy and feminine principle. And in most decks, you're going to always notice that the strength is always going to show a woman controlling a lion. This is definitely feminine energy involved. There's a discussion of being able to balance out two energies, and that and within that, you're able to control the aggressive energy. So anyway, let's look a little bit about the doubt, and then we are done for today. Let me see. All right, so yeah, there's confusion for some Pisces with this Mars in there, the Hangman, and we have this Seven of Swords. So there is some confusion. Pisces, please listen to me with this Mars energy. Please don't be the one spewing out the cloud of smoke and confusion and delusion and illusion and things like that. Also, pay attention to your choices and options. Don't stagnate other people. And don't be the stagnated also, right? But what we're seeing here is that there's this energy of seeing things from a different perspective, and it's a little bit backed by a little bit of confusion, which is causing this little Seven of Swords sneaky energy to come up. So Pisces, stay out of sneaky energy. Don't be the sneaky, and don't be around the sneaky. And if anything that's moving that way around you today puts you in doubt, then you go into this mode right here, your Page of Wands. Chill, relax, fall back, make your choices consciously, and things should come out nice and clear for you today, Pisces. So anyway, I'll put prosperity lies ahead in a new moon in Taurus. Taurus is a good spot for new prosperity to come in anyway. It's all associated with it. So I will see y'all on the next one. Sorry that I am late posting. Smooches and deuces and all that good stuff.